Welcome to episode 377 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from thegeeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
Alrighty, we're back with a normal episode.
Gaming
tech related.
This week, yeah.
And we're a week away from a big milestone.
10. We're going to be 10. Holy
10
fucking
years.
shit, we're going to be 10.
Yeah. Crazy.
It does not seem like long ago that we were on Skype using Pam to record.
Yeah, but we'll reminisce and talk about that stuff next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this week we got some stuff to talk about. So what have you been up to, Stuart?
Well, I have been... Well, I noticed that on Game Pass, Kingdom Come Deliverance is on the PC Game Pass. And so I downloaded it, played it for a bit, and before I get into the actual game, I kind of looked into the mods. I'm like, well, I want to freaking get into mods. And I don't, and I just happened to notice that on the Epic Store, it was also free.
I was about to say, yeah, it was free on Epic.
I saw you looking it up, so I got it on Epic Store, yeah. so I could do mods. And saving in this game is weird. Like, the first time I played it, I got to a certain point, saved it, or thought I did, and then left to go do something else, and then came back, and like the continue and load game things in the menu were grayed out. It's like, well, fuck. Start again. Got a little bit further. Made sure I saved it for the night, and then went to bed. And then the next day is when I kind of decided I want to use mods, and started up through the Epic Store, and I was able to load my save, even though I didn't start my save through there. But it wasn't the save I last left. It was the save that disappeared. I was able to start using that one. Okay, that's weird, but sure. And like the mods that I picked weren't like they don't change the game or anything. Well, they do, but like they're like quality of life stuff. Like, okay, Kingdom Come Deliverance is, think of it as like a Skyrim type game. Like I didn't realize that that's what this was kind of going into it, but it is. It's a Skyrim type game, but it's set in basically it's set in the real world in like the hundreds, like somewhere around there, like set in like medieval Europe, like Bohemia, like in that area, like Bohemia, Hungary, kind of in that general vicinity. And it's, there's no magic because it's all set in the real world. But the combat in this game is super fucking hard. Like it's not like in Skyrim where you just mash the attack button and just beat the guy to death. No, you have to. You get like a 5-pointed star. Again, like the center of your screen. And like where you like flick your mouse, or where you have your mouse centered, like that's where you're going to attack from. So like you have your mouse on like the right point of the star. It's going to attack from the right, left, up, bottom right, and bottom left, and then there's a center point. So you stab your weapon, and so like you have to basically attack where they're not blocking. They're blocking from everywhere. Like they block. Like fights, like sword fights can take like up to like 5 minutes. Like it's not like a quick like 1-2 switch and you're done. No. It's you have to outplay the other guy. And if there's more than one, you're gonna fucking die. Like I cannot do combat when there's more than one person. I just can't. I'm not that good. So I fucking die a lot. Because, you come across, you come across an ambush and you're being attacked by 5 people and you're dead. Because you just got stabbed in the back. Well, fuck. I do like the game, other than the combat being stupid hard. I do like it. Like you play as a guy named Henry, and you are the son of a blacksmith, of a kind of renowned blacksmith, and your village is attacked by King Wenceslas, or whatever his name was.
Okay.
You're attacked by him, and you witness like your mother and father like die like right in front of you, and so you manage to get away. And you go to you run to a couple of towns over, and you're not really held hostage there, but you're kind of like you're wounded, and so you need to stay here until you're you're all healed up. But Henry is like, no, I've got to go back and I've got to bury my parents. I'm not going to leave them for the dogs and the vultures to eat them. I've got to go back. So and there's multiple ways to escape. Like you literally have to escape. And the guards will like arrest you, which is kind of funny because if you get arrested, they kick you out of the town. So literally one of the ways to escape is to get arrested. But if you escape, you'll get arrested. So I was like, what the? Okay. And like the way that I escaped was you can break into like the guard tower and like steal like guard's uniform and then walk out the front gate because you're dressed as a guard. But in order to do that, you have to pick a lock on this chest, and that's kind of your introduction to lock picking. And just like everything else in this game, lock picking is stupidly hard. Like it's stupid hard.
Yeah, that tends to be the thing with lock picking in games. It's like it's either super easy, super hard, or very creative the way they go with lock picking.
Yeah, like I like what they did in like Oblivion, which was like you see like a cutout of the lock and you see all the tumblers, and you gotta knock the tumblers up and catch them in like the right spots. But this one, you have to put your cursor at a certain point of the lock, and then you turn the lock. But as you turn it, you got to keep that cursor in the exact spot. So you're not only turning it, but you're going around. And like the farther you go, like the cursor starts shaking everywhere. So like you're gonna you're easily going to break the lock pick, which is going to make a sound and alert a guard, which you'll get arrested and then kicked out of the town. So, yeah, it's a hard game, but it's kind of fun at the same time. Because like it's one of those games like there's just skill for everything. Like there is like your character, like Henry cannot read. So then there are certain quests where like Henry goes, there's a quest in like the main story where you come across like a dead body that's been just mutilated, like his gut's been cut open, his intestines are all hanging out. There's something written kind of on the wall where he's been pinned to. Henry can't read it because he can't read. Well, if he learns to read, then he can read it, and then he doesn't have to go to somebody else to ask him what this is. And like, it's like there's like a reading skill, and like you read books to level up the reading skill. And you literally, like, when you first, like, you open a book or something before you can learn how to read, it's gibberish. Like, it is literally gibberish. But once you get reading skills, the letters start going to the right spots. Like, they're not, like, all of a sudden you can read everything. It's like, most of the letters are there, but they might be in just kind of slightly the wrong order. Like, home could be like HOEM. Like, well, okay, I know that's supposed to be home, but so it literally takes me longer to read because Henry cannot read.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting.
It's a very interesting game, and I like it. I like it, except for the fucking combat's too damn hard. Oh. But yeah, I guess it's free on Game Pass. It might as well pick it up. And I think it's still free on Epic Game Store. Is that right?
I think yesterday was the last day.
Okay.
Are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up to see if I can find it.
It's not under the free games. It's Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Faria, a card game.
Okay, yeah, it is no longer free.
But Game Pass, so.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass, but like you can't use mods. Like, for instance, there's one that when you play the game, there is a constant cursor in the middle of your screen. All right, sure, fine. I don't have any problem with that, except for when you have a bow. The one thing you fucking need a cursor for, it goes away when you pick it up. What the hell? So there is a mod to put the cursor back on for you, but there's also a console command you can use. So even if you have Game Pass, you don't need a mod to put the cursor back on your screen. But every single time you load the game, you got to do the console command. And I got a mod that like whenever you get into a fight, you get bloody and dirty. Like there's no doubt about it. And like when you talk to somebody, they'll comment on it and like you'll lose like reputation or something like that. So there's a mod that actually makes that makes you get dirty slower. It just slows that process down a lot.
Okay.
So, but it's an interesting game. I like it. And the other thing I've been playing a lot of is Season 2 of Modern Warfare. Which I think... Let's see. Did it come out last time? No, it came out on the 11th. So I've not talked about Season 2 of Modern Warfare yet. Let's see, added a couple new maps. One is Rust from Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if you remember Rust.
Okay.
It's kind of a desert ish map with like a spire in the center that you can kind of climb up. It's kind of a small map.
It's a fan favorite, right?
It is a fan favorite. It's a little bit bigger than Shipment, but it's a bit more open than Shipment. So that's now back, and there's a playlist to play It's Rust and Shipment. So
okay, that's cool.
And there's also
I like when they do those playlists, like those special ones that people like Nuketown 24/7 or Shipment 24/7
yes.
and stuff like that. I love when they do that because they know the community loves those maps and they want to be able to guarantee play in those maps.
Yeah, and that's been in the game from day one. Is stuff is those type of playlists. There's like a 1v1 right now, and it's 1v1 on Rust, which I think was in Modern Warfare 2, because I definitely remember 1v1 on Rust. Like that was definitely a thing. And another map, I think it's called like Atlas Superstore. That's a completely new map. It kind of takes place in like a like a Costco. No, not like a Costco, more like a Sam's Club, like a bulk store.
Is there a difference between Costco and Sam's Club?
Well, Sam's Club also Walmart. Sam's Club and Walmart are owned by the like.
Yeah, but
it was like Sam's Club. It was like Sam Waltman
stores.
I think Costco is more like a. I don't think it's a bulk store.
Really? Okay, I've only.
I could be wrong. I've never been to a Costco, so I don't know. I know you need a membership for Costco, so maybe it is a bulk store. Anyway,
same with Sam's Club, right?
Yes, you do need a.
Yeah.
So maybe it is. Okay, I think it might be a bulk store. So yeah, it is. Okay, it's one of those type of stores. That's so you play around in one of those. So that's kind of cool. They brought back the character Ghost from the Modern Warfare series. So now like everybody is playing as Ghost right now. Because
it's the new operator, right?
Yeah. Which it's a skin.
Operators.
Like, yes, like, they're operators.
Just like Siege.
Yes. Which, like I said, they're just skins. They doesn't really mean anything to There's no difference playing.
There's no class abilities or anything like that.
Nope.
Ah, okay.
People hated that in Black Ops, so.
Okay.
So there's no abilities or anything like that. It's just literally a skin.
Them calling them operators makes me, as an outsider, makes me think it's like Siege where they have different abilities and skills and stuff like that, which I know
Nope.
people did not like with Black Ops, whatever.
4.
Was it 4? Yeah, 4. No, I
It
think
might have
people
been.
didn't like
It
it.
was in both. It was in both. It was in 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think 3 was the when people really didn't like it because there was all like the that was the 3 was the one with the wall running and all the crazy parkour stuff, right?
No, that was Future Warfare, wasn't it?
I think future. I think that one had the like jetpacks and stuff like that, right?
I thought that
I
was the
don't know.
same one. I didn't play that one.
They
I didn't play
yeah,
that one or Ghosts, and I barely played 3. So,
gotcha.
but yeah, like I said, they're literally just skins. There's no difference in playing anybody other than like the voice that you hear. That's it.
Okay, that's interesting.
But yeah, Ghost is back, and there is a like on like the title screen where you pick campaign, multiplayer, co-op, or store. There's now a 5th option in the middle, and it's classified. You can't select it. So, and people have already know what it is because I think it was accidentally revealed in like Germany or France. Like somebody was actually able to have that menu option show up. And actually, this is in my news. It's
a big oops.
called, yeah, it's a big oops. It's called Warzone, and it's going to be a 200 player battle royale.
Now, is it a straight up battle royale or is it like different in any way? Like,
Don't know. Like all we've seen is that is confirmed, or is kind of a confirmation on that's what that center thing is, and that it's 200 players.
because calling it Warzone makes me makes you think that it's like, you know, it's not necessarily a battle royale type, but it's more like, maybe it's a combination between that and a team based thing.
I mean, there's already ground war, which is their battlefield thing, so it's not that. So and there was already rumors, kind of when this came out, that this was going to
Fortnite
have a battle royale.
I think Fortnite had a mode where it was like, half the people were on one team, half were on the other, but it was still 100 people, right?
I mean that would be what ground war would be. I mean that's
Okay.
your large team battlefield style game.
It's gonna be interesting. They're gonna have to have a huge map for 200 people.
The map has also been leaked. And it looks like it looks kind of like a oh, who's ever doing this needs to stop. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm looking at your link. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, this is the map that has been leaked already. So and that looks it looks very much like a battle royale map. And there was people were even saying like when like the opening for season 2 came out, it shows kind of like right at the end, kind of flying over there's like a big plane and like 4 people jump out and parachute. People are like, oh, that confirms battle royale, because you got 4 people jumping out of a plane and parachuting. The only thing that people would do that in is battle royale. So, but according to the rumor on Destructoid, Warzone will be free to play, that's what the rumor.
Okay.
when the game came out. It was going to be a separate thing from Modern Warfare, but still connected. And will support 200 players and will launch in early March. That's what the rumor on Destructoid is. But
Okay, that's cool. I'll give it a shot then, since it's free to play, or if it's free to play.
It's technically unconfirmed, but we should start hearing something soon.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because hey, it's only 2 weeks till March, and it's supposed to be launch in early March. So, I'm guessing maybe in the next week or 2, we will hear something about Modern Warfare Warzone. I'm looking forward to it.
200 people. That's a lot. I remember.
A lot.
Wasn't there some company or some developer who they were talking about? Oh, we're gonna make 1,000-player battle royale.
That
I
got
want to say we
canned.
talked about that.
We did.
Yeah.
We talked about it, and that got canned.
And we were like, what does that even look like? Like,
yeah, that didn't make it far.
That just is a little too ambitious. Like, 200 people seems like a lot, to be honest.
It is quite a bit. But you also think like, well, like you look at someone like how slow some parts of battle royales go. This will just make it more chaotic, kind of the entire way through.
Yeah, I mean, also depends on how big the map actually is. Like seeing that
it looks pretty fucking big.
I mean, seeing that map doesn't really say much. We have no reference on like, because you when you look at like the different maps between PUBG has, it's like, okay, I know how big this map is compared to that map, but like this is something
Well,
new.
you can kind of guess judging by like the size of a road, kind of like so you know how big a road is, so you can kind of have your reference point for that, so you can kind of see like how big that would be.
Yeah, how big is, like, was it Erangel? Isn't that 8x8?
Yes, it was 8x8.
Yeah, so you think it would be on par with that, or
I think it'd be bigger.
like maybe 12x12?
Yeah, it's maybe. I don't know. I would like to see someone actually put a scale on this.
Also, like, you see Stadium, how like that kind of can give you an idea. Like,
Right,
then
and
again, like
stadiums are freaking huge.
How in depth is the stadium going to be? Is it going to be like a small little stadium, or like, I guess there's questions there, but like it could be pretty cool. Like, and
I
if
don't
it
know,
is
like
free,
this
then
stadium looks like it might be like an NFL's type size stadium, and those are freaking huge.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it won't be big, but it's like, how in depth are they going to get? Like, I wonder.
Oh, like can you go in the stadium? Is there an
Yeah, can
interior
you
of
go
that
in the
stadium?
stadium? Can you go in the concession area? Can you go, stuff like that?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. But yeah, if it's free, that'll be good. And 200 people is a lot, but if it's cross-play, so that'll definitely help as well.
That was
Any
kind of my
concerns of
that was when it came out that was going to be 200 players. My thought was crossplay is going to definitely help, fill out the map a lot quicker, and free to play even faster.
Is Call of Duty, is it skill based matchmaking or connection based? Do we know?
Skill based.
Okay,
I can tell you it's skill based.
gotcha. I know that's in the Destiny community, that's a big argument whether or not the
It's a
matchmaking
big
should be skill based or
it's a big
connection
it's a big
based
argument
or.
in Call of Duty too.
And
I
I'm just
can I
I don't know. I'm like I don't know where I lie on that argument.
I don't either. I see the benefits of both,
Yeah,
but
exactly. Yeah.
because at the I've definitely like, holy shit, I am fucking dominating this. Oh, that's because it's a low skill pool. Fuck, that means the next map gonna be a high skill pool, and the next match I get decimated. Like I'm bottom of the list. I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, I get it, but like, there's no like in reality, it's like there's no medium. It's you're in either a too low of a match or you're in too high of the match. There's nothing in between apparently.
Yeah, in a perfect world, you want like a bit of both. You want like it to
Yes.
skill. You want it to be connection. Everyone. It to put the people with similar connections, and then filter the skills into your game
I
in a
will
perfect
say
world.
this. I will say this. I have yet to see like anybody lag. Like I've yet to come across like any like connection issues. Within a match.
I mean, Call of Duty,
So
for good or worse, their multiplayer has always been solid. Like it's always been 60 FPS, right? Like
well,
even
yeah,
on
I'm playing,
consoles,
yeah,
or
and
even on like
piece
I think even back on like 360 days, I think it was 60 FPS. They've always like made sure of that, which is impressive. That is their bread and butter. So
right.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this, giving this a shot. Like I haven't really played a battle royale in a while.
Well, yeah, there's this one coming out, and what weapons are good. I like them. I like the weapons.
Is Blackout still being supported?
Pretty sure. I've not heard that it's not, so I'm sure. I'm assuming it is.
Because that would be crazy for them to have two going on at the same time.
Yeah. Although I feel like Blackout though has really died.
Oh, I'm sure it has, yeah, but I'm just wondering,
It's
like, is there a new season, or is there like season pass and stuff like that for it, or like, I wonder, just out
actually
of
looking up.
curiosity, because that was always the thing. Like, are they gonna come out with a new battle royale version every Call of Duty, or are they just gonna, we thought that it would be smart if they just spinned off Blackout maybe and just made that free to play and kept updating that separately, which hopefully they do with this Warzone now.
Yeah, there are definitely like it's like people are streaming Blackout right now, and you know 2,000 viewers on this guy, almost just over 500 for this one, 450. So I guess
Blackout was pretty good. It's just Apex launched, and then Apex was just better, in my opinion.
yeah.
Had more
Yeah,
personality, had different skills
my
and stuff.
biggest problem with Blackout was the inventory management on consoles.
Oh yeah.
That was like my biggest complaint, which Apex was, it was a lot better. Real quick before I hand it over to you. Um, they added within the season 2. Um, I forget what they're called now, but it's similar to clans. Like they added kind of clan support, where like the leader of the clan will like set like a certain hour of the day, and if you play with another player within that same clan, you get double XP during that time.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And what people were doing though is you could like within like the clan tag, you could set up a 2-digit like a caret and then a number, and that would change the color of the clan tag ideally. Like change it to like a certain color. And I'm not sure if that was an exploit or that was on purpose, but you could do that. And it would also accidentally change your whole name to that color. So what assholes were doing is they were changing the color to fucking blue, which is the color of your friendlies.
Oh, okay.
So
That's a big deal. I was like, where is he going with this? And then, yeah, okay.
so what assholes were doing is they, their name should be red, but they're showing up blue. So yeah, that was a problem for a minute. I think that's now fixed. I think they fixed that earlier this week. But yeah, that was a problem for a minute.
Okay, that's good to know they solved that quickly.
And I tried, but the clan tag GeeksFTW was taken.
Oh, wow. Wonder what what else it could have been. It could be.
I could have been anything,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was taken. For a minute, I thought like G4TW wasn't, but I'm like, that just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
That just doesn't look right. So like, I just deleted that and just like, okay, I'm just kind of like a non-colored clan tag, because the color is supposed to be yellow, like a kind of like a dark yellow. That's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, and that's all I've been playing this week. What about you?
Whole lot of really nothing. I did pick up
Fantastic.
Division 2 for $3 because it's $3 everywhere.
I
I picked
saw
it up
that.
on PC.
I thought about it, but I didn't like Division, so
It's
I just
still
didn't.
$3, and it's $3 till the 3rd, I think, March 3rd, and it's $3 everywhere, like console and PC. So if anyone's interested, $2.99 for the standard edition. So, um, and I think was it like the year one season pass is like $12 too, and they even have the upcoming expansion like version like whatever on sale. So that's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, it's I've only played a little bit of it. It's more of Division 1. So
Yeah,
I'm going to be diving into it a little later tonight, like actually playing some of it cuz I fired it up last week and was like, "Oh, I'm going to play with Pantsless Steve who really pressured all of us to pick it up or whatnot, and then he ended up falling asleep and never getting on. So so me and a friend ran a couple missions together, and then we ended up just calling it or whatever. So I only did a few missions, but we're gonna be running through it tonight, and I think I'm gonna stream it. I'm I'm trying to get back into streaming. I've been like in just
Yeah,
just
I've
kind
also
of a
been.
rut.
I know exactly how I feel. I've been in the same rut, and which I've been off work this whole month. So I mean, I could have streamed a lot, but just haven't.
Yeah, I just been in a
Are
rut
you
like
playing on Xbox or on PC?
no PC. PC. Yeah, I'm at the
Okay,
point where I'm playing on PC if I can now. Like that's PC, I am a faithful of the Church of Unlimited Frames.
gotcha.
Like man, I can't I think I logged into what was it? I logged into something on Xbox for like I barely even touch my Xbox really to the point where I'm like
Same.
maybe I'm at the point where I'm like I'm not playing my Xbox and I have a 250 gig SSD extra that I have, in an external external case that I have like my main games I played on Xbox, because it
Mm-hmm.
really helps with load times.
Mm-hmm.
Like Destiny, for instance. Oh my god, it just is amazing having an external SSD for Xbox games. But I'm at the point where I'm like, since I'm not really playing Xbox, I could pop that in my PC and add more SSD, for other stuff. But I'm at the point where I'm like, but what if there is that one game or that, that I do want to play or, and it's also a pain to like to reformat it because you can't just simply reformat it. You've got to like go deep into like partitions or something like that. It's a real pain once you to uh like format a hard drive that's been formatted for Xbox. 'Cause, like, it won't
mm.
even show up, like, if you plug it into your PC, like, it
Mm.
won't even it won't even show up under, like, you go to my computer or whatever, it won't even show up there because
Mm. Okay.
it's not formatted for a PC, it's formatted for so you've gotta use, like I think I got around it one time, and I had to find some freeware program, some open source freeware program to use that was able to, like, view the partitions of it or in
But yeah, you can't
actually
like go into the Windows disk management. Go through it that way.
I can't I can't remember or not, but I do know like it doesn't pop up like under this computer, or my computer, whatever it's called now. Yeah. It doesn't show up like that like any other drive, would. And like it's kind of shitty like cuz a lot of cuz I've always cuz what was it? When I first had an external, I bought like I used an old like hard drive, like it was I think it was like a 320 or whatever, and then I got a 1 gig, and I was like, so what am I gonna do with this 320? I could be using this for like media or something like that, and it took me a while to figure out how to actually because there's no like oh format on Xbox to use, like there's nothing like that on to unformat it to format it for something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just once you format it on Xbox, for the most part, you can't. Like your average gamer, that's stuck as an Xbox hard drive now.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's always been one of my big complaints on that. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, man, and I kind of wish that file size to use an external for Xbox was lower. Is 256 gigs is like the most or is the lowest you can go. Because I do have like a 120 gig that if I could use that for Xbox, I would because that's enough for like one, maybe two games, you know? And that's like,
It's not enough for Modern Warfare.
is Modern Warfare more than 120 gigs?
Let's see. Um,
Because I know Destiny 2 is like 80 something gigs. And it's,
the
you know,
Modern Warfare folder is 148.
ooh,
It is the biggest game I
that's
have
on
on my PC.
that's on PC, yeah. I wonder if it's
It's
smaller on Xbox.
nope,
Really? Wow.
nope.
And see, that's one of the rumors of of next gen is like being able to like uninstall like campaign or stuff like
You
that
can do
for
that now.
games.
I think like certain games you can do that now because if you've gone into your Xbox recently, there's like a new management and you can shrink games. That's what they call it. They call it shrinking games, and that's
I
what that
think it
does.
I think it's a feature, but I don't think a lot of games
Nobody,
actually support it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
only for supported games,
Yeah.
and I
So,
think Modern Warfare
prob
might be the only one.
oh, I would think maybe Master Chief. Yeah, Master Chief you can. The Master Chief collection, right? You can like
Maybe okay,
uninstall
yeah, maybe.
certain games that you don't want or I'm pretty sure that's been a thing for like a while. Cuz I want to say like Nox or Ace told me about that a while ago.
Hmm. I don't know because when I looked on my Xbox, like I didn't have any games that it could shrink. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, but that would be like that'd be that's the conundrum I'm at. I'm at like, am I gonna be really playing games on my Xbox much anymore? I could be using because that would double the hard drive space because I have a 256 gig already. So adding that another, that's a, that'd be nice. And I have games that I have like installed and then like I have put on my D drive and I just like move back and forth if I need to. If I think I'm ever gonna go back to that game, like I've got like Left 4 Dead 2 that I installed and then moved to the D drive that I'm like I can just, click a couple buttons and have it transfer over if I go back to it. And I think I got like Apex and a bunch of other games like that, just on the D drive that I can just like move over whenever I want to. But yeah, but yeah, yeah, PC is it's so good, and
It is.
playing with a controller on PC isn't as bad with some games too.
No, it depends on the game.
Because like with Destiny last week, Steve and I were doing the Crimson doubles, like their Valentine's Day, like two v two event or whatever, and boy, I was on top of my game, and with a controller, and we were playing, other against other PC players. You'd think I'd be at a disadvantage, but especially since I think
I feel like games
even
now are getting better at like even if you're playing against PC and controller, they like there's differences like they have the control set up in certain ways to make it so like it's not you're not as such at a such disadvantage. For
yeah,
instance,
but there's
with Modern Warfare, if you're playing on PC and you get stunned, you're basically frozen. Like turning, it takes for fucking ever. You gotta really move your mouse and move your arm. But on when you have a controller, it's a lot quicker. Like you can actually turn a lot quicker if you're stunned. So like that's like one trade off that like that Infinity Ward did that that helps.
Yeah. At the same time, like, there's definitely less aim assist with controller on PC,
Mm-hmm.
and you can definitely feel it. And I kind of like that too, like, because I feel like console like aim assist, there's just so much, like especially like if you're sniping and something like that, the aim assist can really jerk you out of it if
Yeah,
someone crosses your screen or whatever.
yeah, it can definitely make you miss sometimes, which is the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying playing games on PC at, you know, high frame rate and better graphics and still using the controller for the most part on like PvE stuff. I haven't really played too much PvP PC stuff where I feel like maybe a controller isn't going to be the play here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So far Destiny 2's been the only thing I've really PvP wise has have gotten into, but everything else has just been, you know, uh PvE stuff where it's like doesn't matter, just play whatever you're comfortable with. But if we ever go back to like PUBG or something like that, yeah, I'm gonna play mouse and keyboard.
Sure.
Like I've played more mouse and keyboard with like PUBG than controller by a huge percentage.
Is there a new map in PUBG?
I have no idea.
I think there might be. I think there might be a new map, like recently.
There could be. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with the battle royales too much.
Yeah, there is a new map. It's called Karkin. Karakin.
Okay, what type of map is it?
I don't know. Karakin map. Um, looks it's kind of
Oh, it's a
deserty.
small map.
It looks small. Yeah.
Oh, it's a two. It's a 2x2.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
really small map.
that's a tiny map. Oh, yeah. It's the northern coast of Africa. Only
Yeah.
64 players though, so
Okay.
that makes up for it. But it's still like probably it still seems like 64 people 2x2 like yeah, maybe this is like trying to compete against like Call of Duty, run and gun, fast pace ish.
Or Apex.
Yeah, yeah, it is a sand map, and it does look like a bunch of hills. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've played PUBG.
Yeah, it was the last time we tried playing. Like, it would just not run well on my. I don't know why. I have no
Yeah.
idea like why I couldn't get it to run well. When like back when it first came out, I never had issues with it. I hardly ever had issues with PUBG, when we used to play it back in the day.
Right.
It always ran fine for me, except
It
for a
didn't for
couple
me.
times. Like there were a couple times where it was like, "Oh my god." Like I think there was a time where like we would get into vehicles and it'd be like, oh my god, it's dipping to like
Oh,
12 frames.
right. You're like, oh, this is a slideshow.
Yeah, a flip book. But yeah, so anyways, Division 2.
Division Two, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
It's $3, It's definitely, if you're interested in it, I mean, $3 is a good deal. Like, and that's smart of them to do, like, cuz um they're coming out with a new big I guess expansion, Warlords of New York, which I'm kind of like, wait, are they just like bringing back the
Wait,
first stuff? Into
yeah,
was it like is it going to be different New York or is it going to be like the same New York area? I
interesting.
literally don't know anything about it. I just know that's the name, Warlords of New York. So, yeah.
Or maybe they moved to DC from New York. So they're still the warlords of New York, but they're just in DC.
Yes, I don't know. Like I vaguely know the story of Division 1.
The
I was
dollar
more
dollar
interested
disease,
dollar
dollar
flu.
virus. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
I was more interested in like the echoes and stuff like that, where you got like you saw the individual
Mm,
stories of people, and I
right.
could not get enough of that stuff. That stuff was
Yeah, that
so,
that was
it
cool.
created a world. It's world building little by little. So, but oh, the overall story, I'm like, yeah, it's New York is fucked. The world is fucked now. Virus killed a lot of people. People are, you know, people are bad. People are good. It's Tom Clancy. So,
Right.
so yeah, I'm gonna be playing that a little bit in the future. I tried. I gave I gave, was it Elder Scrolls Online a try,
Uh huh.
and I don't know. It seems like there could be something there, but I haven't been in the mood to really like go back to it.
Gotcha.
It seems like one of those games where it's like you gotta really put some effort into playing this game. Like you can't
It,
just
it
like
doesn't
sit
it
back
doesn't
and
get good
relax.
until endgame. Oh well, fuck that then.
Yeah. It's like you can't just like sit back and relax with the controller and just play it. Well, I mean, you might be able to play it with the controller because it is on consoles, but
Yeah.
probably not preferable. And yeah, it's also a thing where
I don't know.
I'm hearing.
Like what? Final Fantasy 14. You can play with. We can play with a controller. Um, on PC, and like that's actually the preferred way that a lot of people play.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's also like, I'm hearing, I got other friends who are playing it and I'm seeing them talk in Discord and stuff like that about it. And I'm just like, oh, this seems too involved for me right now. I'm not in the mood to play a game that's, too involved. You got to be too involved. Like they're talking about all the different types of like, I guess, running for this currency or doing stuff for this or doing stuff for that and leveling this up and leveling that. And I'm just like, oh, my eyes are just glazing over and I'm just like, no.
Right.
I'll I may go back to this eventually, but like cuz I did pay some money for it, but I'm just not in the mood right now. I just need something I can just relax and, relax with and play to get me back into gaming cuz like I said, I just haven't been in a real gaming mood in the last week or so. It's like I could play this or I could watch TV and just relax and not have to like, you know, get involved in a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah,
Right.
that's it for me though. That's all I've really been up to.
Okay. You can go into news, I guess. Well, we were talking about going back to battle royales. The first map of Apex, Kings Canyon, is available to be played this weekend.
Is it just this weekend or?
For right now, yeah, and it's like it is Kings Canyon and World's End side by side. You can just pick which one you want to play right now.
I made a mistake, Stuart.
What's that?
I loaded the game up and looked at the battle pass.
Oh yeah.
There's some really cool stuff. There's some really cool skins. Like, oh my god, there's some good stuff in that battle pass.
I actually played a little bit of Apex last weekend.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, there were duos. You can play duos last weekend. I played with my sister, and we didn't play very many matches, but really what we ended up doing for most of it, well, we were trying to figure out how Revenant's ultimate works, like how it really works, because so we went into like the training room, and then we turned on where the dummies can move and shoot back at us, and we had a hell of a time because they just kept killing us. Like, those dummies were pot shots. Just they were just killing us so freaking quick that we couldn't figure out. It took us forever to get like, okay, you over here, you distract them. I will grab a bunch of ultimate accelerators and quickly charge it up, and then we'll run back up the hill and we'll try it out. Because his ultimate is, if you activate it within a certain radius, if you get downed, you pop up right back at the totem that he put down.
Okay.
And you have low health, but you're teleported back to safety, and you're alive. So it was we couldn't figure out how it worked because we just put it down and then ran. You actually have to walk. Each person has to walk up to it and activate it, and then you get like a countdown of how long it'll stay in effect. And then we just turned off friendly fire and just killed each other over and over again. And that was actually kind of fun. But yeah, Kings Canyon will be back this weekend. So I don't know if you want to maybe jump into some Apex this weekend.
Man,
because
yeah,
I know
probably.
it was Kings Canyon leaving that kind of was one of the reasons that made you stop.
I really liked Kings Canyon. I thought it was just a solid map, and I don't know if I guess I didn't play the other one as much, but I don't know if it just,
Well, definitely not. Like, I think
yeah, just
you and I played
yeah.
like maybe a couple times.
Yeah, but this battle pass, oh boy, there's some really cool looking stuff. Like,
It's
some
starting to
really
get
cool looking
into
skins.
the Fortnite kind of skins.
That Watson skin, though. That Watson skin looks
That's
pretty
exactly
good.
what I meant. Like, that's a Fortnite skin.
Like
That is a Fortnite skin.
that doesn't really even look like Watson, but it's so cool. It's it's like the cyberpunk looking like oh, it's so good. It's just I don't know.
I feel like there's not a whole lot of skins though.
I mean, you get 3 off the bat, just like,
Yeah, and then there's 2 more.
there's
Those
2
those
more.
are the only character skins. There's you get the
Level 5
crypto.
you get the legendary Apex pack too, which is seems kind of quick.
Yeah.
So, you get your Mozambique skin right away.
Right. Oh, and I did notice when I played, you can now set favorites on your character skins, and so you can have a random assortment of player skins. So you won't just
Oh,
be on the same
okay.
skin every single time. You actually
That's pretty
set
cool.
favorites.
I just one thing I just don't really think I just don't like that we're seeing in these shooter games now are the weapon charms or the gun charms. I just don't they don't do anything for me, you know?
They're not bad. I think Apex does it wrong. Like Apex is one that does it wrong, which is you can only have you only like have like one charm that you can put on one gun, and that's it. Like no, I want to be like like you have in Modern Warfare, where I have this one charm on every single gun I have. Which
Yeah.
is the
I don't know. It's
Tostitos
just
charm. It's actually a cool charm. It's like a golden grenade with like a diamond in the middle of it.
Okay. Yeah, but I made a mistake and I looked at the battle pass and I'm like, "Oh man, I really oh, am I g- it's such a good skin. That Watson skin. I just oh, it's so good." And
Yeah,
then
but it's like it's level 50, so you gotta play a
yeah,
bunch.
and then the Wraith skin. That's
I
pretty
don't
good
care for
too,
that
I think.
Ray skin. I don't like it.
Was it the Lifeline skin just kind of meh. That and the Pathfinder skin for just like, "Oh, okay, it's kind of
Yeah,
basic." The crypto one looks cool though. That's his name, right? Crypto?
yes, yes.
Yeah. I think I unlocked him cuz I had, I have like 100 and something thousand or over 100 and something thousand
Right.
whatever they're called. I totally
Uh,
forgot what they're called. Are they tokens or
Tokens, yeah, legend tokens.
tokens? Yeah. I've got like an ungodly amount of
I had
those.
just enough to unlock Revenant when I played.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any more for the next character. I'll actually have to play. I want to unlock him.
Really? Wow,
Yeah,
okay. I thought yeah, I unlocked I have
I'm
like I
still not
said.
like level 100 yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I I've got so many, and I remember when that update, when the news came out that oh yeah, they're gonna give you like whatever past whatever
Yeah, and
the
I still had all of those left. Like when I was like, I logged in. I'm like, oh shit, I have like 12 boxes I can open, and I get nothing out of them. Great, yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing good.
we were like, okay, so that means I'm gonna have like this many, right? Since it's so many levels. No, it's only up to 100 still,
Yeah.
which is like, okay. And I think I end. What did I end off of? Like, what is it? There's a site you can go to, right?
Probably a couple sites.
Apex. Oh, there we go. Apex
Apex
Tracker.
Tracker.gg. Yeah.
What is my overall level? 328. So yeah, whatever that's worth. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I could get back into this game. You know, I easily could. Do I want to though? That's the thing.
You can play on PC.
Yeah, but all my stuff is on Xbox.
True. They need to do something about that.
That's the only thing. Like, that's the big decide. But it's 60 on Xbox,
Yeah.
so there's not a huge issue with that. Like, can it go over 60 on PC?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I know some games like they lock it, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my only issue is like all my stuff is on Xbox with,
Yeah.
my I think I have enough coins. Are they coins? Yeah, Apex coins.
Coins are the paid currency.
Yeah, I have enough to get another battle pass because I had
I
gotten it from
did.
the
I
previous
played
time I
on
played.
PC just a little bit, and I was given the battle pass on PC
Really? That's
because
interesting.
I have Origin Premiere.
Ah, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
I was given the battle pass.
that's definitely a plus. Like, of having Origin Premiere, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought about signing up for that for a month so I could play through Star Wars.
That's yeah. I mean,
I still may do that because I kind of want to play through that game. I heard a lot of good
it's
stuff about it.
it's cheaper than actually buying the game.
Oh,
And
a lot
PC is
cheaper. Yeah.
where you want to play it because you'll have them. Well, in my case, there wasn't. I didn't have any like game breaking bugs that some people seem to have, and who are playing on consoles.
Yeah, but we'll definitely have to play, I guess. You know, play this weekend.
Yeah,
I'll stream it. I'll have to change all my settings back because I haven't streamed anything on Xbox in so long.
right.
It's been a while. Actually, my Xbox isn't even here. I brought it out to my living room. To to do I think to watch some stuff on it. Like, I can't remember what exactly I was using it for, but I brought it out to my living room for a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, definitely we'll check that out. Hopefully it lasts longer because when they first announced it was coming back, you know,
It's just
I
a
thought it
weekend.
was They made when they first announced it was coming back, like, was it like last month or whatever?
Yeah.
They made it seem like, oh, it's going to be coming back permanently, or you know, at least
This
longer
may
than a
is
weekend.
maybe one of those things where they bring it back for a little bit to test it, and then bring it
Gauge
back.
the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how we thought they would do both solos and duos, and those are still like
It's baffling. Yeah. Like, it's baffling that they've come so far with Apex Legends, but yet it still feels lacking,
it's
you
been a
know?
year. It's been a year this month,
Yeah.
and there's still no solos and duos.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I was actually thinking, like, I was actually would have been down to play some duos when they did last weekend. Just it came and went, and yeah,
Yeah.
uh, just came and went and forgot about it. So yeah, we'll definitely have to play this weekend. I don't really have much going on this weekend, so
Something else that's baffling. Staples is in 6 locations in Boston is opening up podcast studios. I'm
I
gonna let
saw
that sink
this
in just a
yesterday.
little bit. Just let Staples is gonna have podcast studios. Okay.
I saw this yesterday, yeah, and I was talking to a friend about it, and I'm like, why? Like it we're at a this might have been a cool idea like 5 years ago
Yeah.
when it wasn't as easy, but it's so easy. Like, he was talking about like, yeah, all you gotta do is buy a mic for maybe, like what, $100. I'm like, no, you can get a decent mic a lot less than $100. Like, it may not
Mm,
be like the
it won't be
quality of these
decent.
mics they're
It'd be
using,
an
but
okay mic. It'd be an okay, not I wouldn't call it a decent mic for $100.
you could definitely get. I mean, you'd have to do a lot of adjustments and settings and stuff. Like, it wouldn't be plug
It
and play. It's great out of the box, but I've I've
mm,
I've I've been looking at new mics, like, I've been looking at people reviewing and stuff like that, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that's good sound quality," and, I'm surprised for the price of that and stuff like that. There are some interesting deals out there, but yeah, that's about it, like, Audacity to edit is free. You can even there's tons of services out there where you can post, you can host your podcast on and not have to pay for
some
hosting.
are free. Yeah, some are free.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah, this is going to be in 6 locations at Staple Connects. Um, and there's not many more Staple Connects than 6. There's like one more in New York and like 2 in Canada. I looked this up. So like, and like Staple Connect is an odd thing in itself. Like that's also an oddity because I can't figure out who that's for either. It's office space. It is a place for people to come and work. It said it's designed for small businesses, entrepreneurs, and commuters. So like
it's like you
people who
watch,
work
like,
from home
okay.
but like want to work in an office.
So instead of just going to like a Starbucks and working off your
Yes.
laptop, you go there.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. Like people who go to like the the old thing, like, writers go to Starbucks so they can be seen writing. They could go to a Staples Connect to do that.
Was it that
And
show
there's like
Silicon
there's
Valley? They've shown off a lot. They showed off places like that where people can go and work on stuff like that, like communal type spaces.
yeah, and that's what this is. There's like
So
a communal kitchen that
yeah,
that they can work in, and or cook like lunch and stuff like that. So that's what this is. But the fact there's also a podcast studio in it, that's like, why? I don't
and that's the thing. Like, okay, like who's gonna manage it? Who's gonna like it? Is it just gonna be here's the equipment?
know.
You know,
There is going to
gotta
be somebody there.
okay,
There
yeah,
there is going to be like a professional to help you run the equipment, and there is also an editing rate. Like we edit podcasts is a thing that will edit your podcast for you. So they will also edit
yeah.
your podcast. And like the equipment
That's
they
good. There's
use,
someone managing it because I could see if it
yes,
was just here's the equipment, you've got to sign in or you got to reserve your spots. Or that could be a nightmare because the person before you could have messed up all the settings and stuff, and then you have to
right,
use your
yeah,
time to adjust the
yeah.
settings and
A
yeah.
dedicated in-store specialist will be on hand to help with any recording issues.
I mean specialist.
That's all. It's all in quotes too. Dedicated in-store specialist is all in quotes.
Yeah,
And it's
I don't know.
$60 for 60 minutes.
Ooh.
But like it's like high-end equipment too. It's like Rode microphones, a Rodecaster Pro control board, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the headphones. Shure, Shure, Shure or Shure headphones.
I
They're
don't know.
top quality headphones. I definitely know the brand. Um, and there's four mics, four headphones, and the caster and the Rodecaster control can support up to four. Funny enough, I went up to look up this control board, and there's a bundle, and there's a bundle for exactly what they have, like what Staples is providing. So I can tell you how much this all costs. That is $2,500 of equipment.
Oh, Jesus.
So like it's not cheap equipment. Like and like Rode is like that's kind of the go-to mic that a lot of um
I mean,
podcasters use.
it's not. Yeah, it's high quality equipment, but it gets to the point where like, who is this really for? It's not for your casual podcasters because they don't need that kind of quality, and the people who are big enough to where they need to, they are concerned about the best quality will probably
Ha-
be able
w-
to afford their own equipment.
right, the people who can afford a $60 session could, they're probably big enough where they could do this already.
And the fact that this is in Boston is kind of confusing as well, because
Like I wonder if like this could be for like somebody who goes like on the road. So like if you record a podcast and you're on the road, and so instead of like setting up in a hotel, you could set up here
if you happen to be in Boston, yeah.
if you have any boss. Yeah, this is kind of like one of these things. Like if this takes off, we might open more.
I could
So
see that maybe, yeah, but like, yeah, that's the only thing I could see, like, because yeah, I don't know, like. It's just weird. It's just very weird. And the fact that Boston's where they're doing it to start with is also a little odd. But maybe they're
Yeah,
testing it out because hey, PAX East is coming up.
that was kind of my
So
thought. Like, like go to like a convention. Like I've definitely heard people, recording from their hotel rooms or calling in from their hotel rooms, and like the quality is not great. So like something like this would definitely, that definitely helps.
yeah, I agree. But yeah, yeah, $60 for 60 minutes. This,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a yeah.
But then again, if it say this is the way, the that's a double-edged sword because hey, you're a podcaster, you say you do this, the equipment is way above what you have, so the quality is way better. So people are like, oh, this quality is good. And then comparative to what your normal setup could be a decent setup, but comparative, like it could definitely be noticeable. So yeah, that could be kind of weird. I don't know.
Right.
It's an interesting thing, but I don't know, it feels like maybe a little too late because it's so easy to, you know,
Well, let me
get
tell you,
decent equipment.
I just looked up We Edit Podcast. They're expensive. They're
Oh,
really expensive.
how much
Like
are they?
they're like the editing package only, which is like five episodes per month, maximum raw editing quality, multi sync, track sync, multi track channels, intro and outro music, noise reduction, audio cleanup, ahs, setters, etc. Volume matching, uh, ID3 meta tagging, um, and blah blah blah. That is $349 a month.
So so yeah, like was it like $70 an episode? Since they said 5 episodes a month, right?
You're not, yeah, $69.80. You're right on,
Yeah, so that's
and that's the cheap
I don't
package.
know. Yeah, I mean, I guess that like to they if it's done right, the people will have to like, I mean, because back when I was editing, like I got used to the way our wave files look, so I was able to see the like ums and ahs in wave format and be able to clip those and stuff like that. And oh, that's this. Okay, I got so used to editing that I was able to just look at the wave files and see certain things. But like as far as these people go, like they're not used to the way your podcast is. So I guess they would have to listen and, spend
Right.
actual quality man hour time. But you could
Like
also maybe go on Fiverr.com and find someone a lot cheaper to edit your podcast.
absolutely. I'm looking at like, it's like a compare sheet, and like the difference between the cheap one, like, okay, you got like the next one up. The only difference is they'll include show notes, and that's $500 a month.
What?
Yes,
What?
that's the only fucking difference. They'll include show notes, and then another one that's also $500 a month. Instead of show notes, it's a transcript. Like that seems a lot fucking harder than just show notes.
What's the turnaround time?
48 hours.
Okay, yeah. See, like I'm looking at like Fiverr. Oh, I will edit your podcast professionally in 24 hours, starting at $20. Here's one dude who's like 48
Oh, and
hours,
this
starting at
also
five
includes
bucks.
hosting as well.
Oh, okay.
Hosting and access to a library of music and sound effects.
That could be like I could see that maybe being reasonable. Yeah,
And if
like
you want show notes and a transcript, it's $650 a month.
mm, no, not the high end, but the low. The I don't know if there was like I I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into play devil's advocate, but it's hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just the basic. There's also a premium that has 12 episodes a month. So you can get up to $720 for a basic, and then $1,400 for the all-in-one package. And then there's a daily. Whoo boy, the daily.
Yeah, just
The all-in-one package on daily, 3,300 episodes, or $3,300.
this makes less sense the more we go into it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Cuz like yeah, your example of oh, maybe if you're in the, you know, if you're traveling, you could do that, but that doesn't have any that doesn't apply at all to their editing packages.
Yes.
That does not apply at all. And
And
like
they
I
do
said,
have
like
studios in Scatoon and Calgary.
that's Canada,
Coming,
right?
yes. Coming soon to Vancouver, Seattle, Toronto, Miami, Chicago, Austin, San Diego, Denver, Portland, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco.
I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It seems a little ridiculous to me, but maybe there's
A
people
lot
out there who like
ridiculous to me.
maybe people out there who have like maybe a mid-tier site who, that they that were it's not quite the big like IGN, but it's way bigger than ours.
See, yeah, like people who could afford this could afford an editor. Could just
Yeah,
hire
that's
an
true.
editor
Like for a lot cheaper. Yeah,
for a lot cheaper.
like I said, Fiverr. Look at Fiverr, and it's the ones I read out. They had like 4.9 rating with like I don't know. There was like 500 around 500 different reviews on their thing. So yeah, but it's Staples trying to do more
So
stuff
if
to
you do
be relevant.
five episodes there a month, that'll cost you $300 at Staples, and that includes that editing. So it's actually cheaper to go to Staples and do that.
Oh, you get editing for free with the
It's included.
okay. Now that's not a bad idea. That's better.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a discount. You get a discount. I read that wrong. Customers will have access to discounted hosting and distribution through Spreaker and cut-right editing through We Edit Podcasts. But it's just...
Yeah, we're spending way too much time on this. This is just ridiculous.
I fell down a hole like looking at this like who is this for? I don't know who this is for.
Yeah, like, that was my first like, when I first saw this yesterday, like I said, I was talking to a friend, and we were trying to figure out who this is for. We couldn't think, like, we really couldn't think of who this is for. It just seems a
Yeah,
bit ridiculous because it's so easy to start a podcast nowadays.
absolutely.
Like, it's very easy. So, alrighty, that was your last topic, right?
Yeah, the other one I had we already talked about. So that
Yeah,
was the
gotcha. I got a
Modern Warfare Warzone.
I got a couple quick things. What was it? No official announcement yet, but there's rumors circulating on an Overwatch cartoon and a Diablo anime, maybe on the way.
I thought the Diablo anime was confirmed, but the Overwatch one was rumored.
Is that the case?
I thought.
Because was it Nick Van Dyke, who's the president of film and TV division at Activision Blizzard, says he has worked on both of these unannounced projects in his LinkedIn profile. His profile lists him as being executive producer of TV adaptation of Diablo that is rendered in anime style, which that's like that's kind of the way I would want a Diablo. Like I wouldn't want like a Diablo
Mm-hmm.
cartoon. I would want it to be anime style. Like
Right, especially looking at
look at
like
Castlevania.
what they did with Castlevania.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it just seems like it would be great for that, and then, we've been talking for how long about an Overwatch cartoon?
Right. And for that one, you can look at the Dragon Quest movie on Netflix. It's very much a 3D, like it's a 3D animation, just like what Overwatch looks like. Only it was
That's th that would be the hard thing, though, is, like, we're so used to the great animation, like, all those the animation that they do and the
mm,
videos they come out with, like, if the if this cartoon doesn't look anything like that, is a lot, that's gonna be if the quality is a lot poorer because
right. I
that
mean,
that is such high.
people have been
Yeah.
saying for 20 years now, over 20 years, that Blizzard needs to make their own fucking shows. Don't don't hand it off to somebody else. Blizzard, the Blizzard cinematics that they put out, phenomenal. The acting in those cinematics is phenomenal. Don't hand it off to somebody else. Do it yourself.
Yeah, and, it's we like I said, we've been asking for this and been wanting it because whenever they do have those little shorts, to introduce a new character or whatever in Overwatch, it's just like, I would totally watch a show that's just this stuff. Like, give it to me, please. Because the characters are so great, and for the most part, you don't really get that's the only real story you get. It's not like you're playing Overwatch and you get it's not like there's an Overwatch campaign that you can get story from,
Right, yeah.
which, yeah, that's supposed to be what, Overwatch 2 is
Yeah,
supposed to have
kinda.
that? But, yeah, right now, it's not like you get, any kind of story except for those little clips and stuff that they put out for, "Hey, this is a new character," or, "Hey, this is happening," or stuff like that, so, yeah, I'm on board, like, a Diablo anime and an Overwatch cartoon, that sounds amazing, and I want them in show format. I'm at the point where it's like, we don't need video game movies, because video games are at a point where can you really I think the big problem with video game movies are they're limited to like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours at the
Hmm.
most. And that's not the way video games are. So adapting, they're used to telling stories in a longer format. A video game story is a lot, l- them telling a video game story in a video game is a lot longer than a movie. So it makes sense
Right.
why telling a story in a movie format from a video game like has not been successful.
Right. Like I mentioned the Dragon Quest movie on Netflix. I watched that last night. I could tell that there was so much of that story that was cut out because it's the story of Dragon Quest V for the most part. And I could tell like so much of that was cut out that I'm like, this is going way too quick. Like plots are developing a lot faster than I feel like they should be right now.
Exactly. And I mean that's another reason why I think the Resident Evil movies did so well because they didn't do the video game story. They
Mm-hmm.
did their own story. They they took some stuff from the video games, like hey, Nemesis is in Resident Evil 2, and hey, Whisker or
Wesker, yeah, Wesker,
Wesker
yep.
Wesker is in here and stuff like that. But like for the most part, they were their own reimagining of their own stories in the Resident Evil type world, and they got up to like what 7 of those movies,
There's quite a few, yeah.
and I enjoyed them. Like I enjoyed all of them for the most part. Some weren't as good as others, obviously, but you know, I watched all of them, and I wouldn't say, oh, this Resident Evil movie is so bad, or that they were enjoyable. I enjoyed them. So, and I think that's the problem with the video game movies. Is that it's probably better suited for a show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And until the last, until Netflix started doing original content and stuff, no, I don't think anyone ever thought about, oh, turn this video game into a TV show,
Right, and
because that
like you
just
get something
wasn't the way
like
traditional media was.
right, and you get something like Overwatch. You don't want that to be 2 hours. You want that to be more than 2 hours because there's so many characters there that you want developed, and there's no way you can have all those characters developed in 2 hours.
Yeah, imagine like each episode is like focuses on one of the main characters.
Right.
That could be great. And then maybe once they get through all the characters, they could like, you know, have an Avengers style type, you know, episode or whatever, or maybe a
Yeah.
special movie once you know about all the individual characters and their backstory and stuff like that. Maybe then you could have a movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, that that's the thing with me, and it also leads into my other, you know, in my other topic where director Eli Roth has been announced as the director of Borderlands movie, which that's a thing where I'm like, do we? I was telling a friend yesterday, do we need a Borderlands movie? Like,
No,
and
I don't think we do.
you're talking to someone who has spent so much time in Borderlands. Like, I've played so much Borderlands 1 and 2.
What would that story be though?
I
Like,
think it's
would
about
it be?
think I want to say I heard, I don't know if it says in this or not, but I want to say I heard that rumors that it would focus on like Lilith.
Okay. I was thinking like it could be like a prequel, like like a years before, like yeah, maybe kind of like what led up to the vaults kind of a thing, or like like the satellite that's above Pandora, like like the development of that and the AI and stuff like that. Like that maybe, sure. But like
Uh, I want to say
kind
I
of like
heard
what the Dragon Age or Mass Effect movies were. Like those were prequels.
yeah, and I don't know. I think Borderlands is a thing where it's like this would so be a cool show, like way better than a movie. Like I just don't get how you can condense like even the first game, you know. Like there's so much of the world that I don't know how you can,
Mm,
you know, I don't know how you can
I don't know.
cram all the world building.
I think you really could cram Borderlands into a 2 hour thing.
Because you look at the first, I mean, you look at each game, and there's so many different unique characters. So I don't know. And Eli Roth, he's
Yeah, but it's not like
more or
those cut
less.
the. I was gonna go ahead.
Oh, he's more or less a like horror director. He's best known for the Hostel movies, and he did Cabin Fever, which they're for what they were good quality movies. So I think he's done other stuff, but I'm like since then I've seen the Hostel movies. I saw Cabin Fever, but like I don't watch horror stuff anymore. So
Me neither.
I haven't seen like any of his stuff. But Hostel, yeah, torture porn type stuff, but like they were well made. The quality was good for those movies. And Cabin
I'll
Fever was
take your
pretty
word for
good.
it.
I mean, the Hostel movies came out when I was like, like 18, so I was in the
Mm,
right age for like,
I was in high school when the first one came out. I know it. I know that.
was it that? I
It
thought
was like
maybe
mid,
Hostel
like early
2.
2000s, like
I'm
2003,
thinking of.
2004.
Okay, yeah, Hostel 2 came out when I was around 18. Yeah. And then when's the first one? Yeah, the first one was 2005. So yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, I was,
Yeah,
and there was
so
a
yeah, I
third
was
one,
at the,
huh?
was there? Oh,
2011.
well, I never saw the third one, but the first two, they were, I was immature and that stuff, appealed to me, but I
Hmm.
never thought
I was immature too, and it sure didn't appeal to me. That was
and
nope.
I also, oh, that's funny. The first one released on my birthday. That's kind of funny. Um, but the yeah, but and I've never been the type like even when I watched horror movies, I could never watch like bad, horror movies like B-rated type stuff,
Those are the ones I can watch
like poor
because
quality. I can't watch that stuff.
it's so bad it's funny. Those I can watch.
Yeah, but so yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, I'm at the point where I don't think video game movies are like the play anymore.
Mm,
Especially when we've seen like shows like The Witcher or The
right.
Mandalorian
Like
have movie quality, but be able to
yeah,
tell a longer story.
but the difference between like something like the Witcher is like the story of the Witcher though is like then it's I know it's not technically a video game movie,
It's the
it's a
story
book
of the
movie,
book. Yeah.
but it's still like the
But that
story
wasn't
of that
my
one is
point.
so big that sure that you need a series for that. I don't think Borderlands though. That's not Borderlands is not an epic. It's not. It's not an epic. It's a turn your brain off and shoot some things. So I mean, that one I think could be okay with a movie. Thanks you,
I
Sapphire
don't know.
Plains, for the follow.
I really don't know. I'm just like at the point where I it doesn't I wouldn't say a Borderlands show would need the same quality or budget as Mandalorian or Witcher. No, I would never say that, but I'm just saying, like, as far as those go, you you know, those are like the top of the tier as far as doing a
Sure.
show and the quality of, you know, the top tier quality of a show has been
Right, yeah,
proven with those
I get
two.
that. But see another one. Doom. There's been two Doom movies. I think Doom is okay as a movie. I don't. I think that could. It doesn't need a series. Doom is okay as a movie. Like
Yeah, I see
shooters, I
that.
think.
Yeah.
Shooters. I think they're that's more of your movie length of
And
stuff.
with there's a Division movie, right? With isn't it Jake Gyllenhaal?
That was a while ago. I don't know how long.
I think that's still going on, or that's still going to be a thing.
Division 3 movie. What did that finish to? Oh, that is a movie. The Division 3 is a movie. It's a football. It's a foosball movie.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain. Okay, it's in pre-production still.
YouTube. David Lynch is the director, looks like. So that one though, that one could definitely be a series.
Oh yeah, like I said, I've played
I feel like the Division
playing the
though is
Division.
definitely a series type of thing.
I don't know. I I don't know. The story of it could be good. It would be better as a series, yes, but like the story, like I was telling you, the Division, like the story wasn't that deep. Like it was more world building stuff, like the echoes where you got
Yeah,
tidbits of hey, this short like 90
which I
seconds of
think I
these
think
two
that
characters or
I think that in itself leads to a series. Like the world building in that and that was I think a lot better than like when like the world building in like Borderlands. Like that it leads to wanting to know more. Borderlands, sure, but like I don't know. I guess I'm saying because I don't like Borderlands, I'm not looking forward to this. So I'm
and that's the thing, like I just movies just haven't proven themselves, and I'm also I don't really need a I've got the story of Borderlands through the games, so I don't really need them to. And
sure
also, how are they gonna how are they gonna have that cell shaded type look? Like, are they gonna do that? Or are they gonna do a gritty? Are they gonna do like I don't
they
know how
can't
that's gonna
they
translate because that that and all the wacky
you can
different
do cell
guns like
cell shading and you can do a cell shaded animated movie.
oh of course, but like this is gonna be live action though, most likely.
You can do cell shading in live action. I've seen the cosplay. It
And
looks fucking good. That or a filter, kind of
yeah, I guess. But
like what they did with I don't know Sin City.
and also a lot of the world building stuff with Borderlands is around all the different guns and craziness, and I don't know if you can really You can really
Yeah.
capture that in like a, a movie or even a show. I don't know if even a
No.
show could capture
Yeah.
that. So I don't know, like it'll be interesting, I guess. I'll probably see it just because I've enjoyed Borderlands, and unless it's like garbage fire, Dark Phoenix type movie, then which I'm proud of myself. I have yet to see that movie.
Is it streaming anywhere yet? Like other than you can rent it.
So please don't tell me it is. Please don't tell me it is. But yeah,
Nope, you can only
I'm
rent
finally
it
at
right now.
okay, good. Yeah, I'm at the point where it's like I'm not gonna watch movies that I know are bad. Like there's too many good stuff to watch. So
I don't know. Watching a bad movie every now and then is like, yeah, I kind of want to watch something bad right now. Which
and
is
I get
why a couple days ago I watched Ghost Rider.
oh god.
So I was like, I want to
Yeah.
watch something bad right now.
Yeah, I guess that's why I watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot as well.
There you go.
More of a like I'm curious. Like I know this isn't going to be good. This can't be good, but like there might be some bits of it, and there were some bits of it that were funny. But yeah. Boy, though, Fan Four Stick though. Ugh. There's nothing good about that movie. Did you ever see it?
I have not.
Oh, you're so lucky. He builds a teleportation device out of N64s.
Yeah.
What? No. That's just not how that works. But alrighty, that's it for me.
Okay.
So I guess that's the show. It's been episode 377 of the Geeks for the Win podcast. You can find all the previous episodes at thegeeksftw.com, where there's links to Twitch, YouTube, Discord, Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at the GeeksFTW. Stuart is at Casual Terror, and I am at Geeky William. And we will catch you next time.
And remember, no animals were harmed in making this podcast.
I did see something about this. Yeah.
Look at that octane skin.
Ugh. How much is this pack?
Um.
Oh, $20? Ugh. This is a physical thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
These are the physical discs.
Okay. I did see this on like I did see the Octane pack on digital, I think. I was looking at like new stuff on Xbox, just curious, and I saw this, and then I saw there's Rock Band 4 DLC still coming out.
Wait, what?
Kind of. Yeah.
I thought
It was under new DLC. I saw Rock Band 4 stuff.
I thought they ended Rock Band 4 support.
Yeah, okay, this is still $20 on digital. I thought so too, but under like new stuff, I saw whether maybe if it was a mistake, I don't know, but hmm. Oh, the Apex Lifeline and whatever Bloodhound pack is discounted now. I have no idea what that includes.
Skins it's kind of the same thing that the Octane one. But the Bloodhound skin is actually pretty kind of cool.
I hate how it opens up like the Microsoft Store app. When you try to click it on like the Xbox console companion app, you know?
Oh, right.
And it like takes forever to load. Ugh.
Dauntless is coming to mobile?
I'm not surprised. That seems like a game. I mean, Fortnite's on mobile.
True.
You know, PUBG's on mobile. Um, oh wow, EA canceled a Star Wars Battlefront spin-off last year. Man, I really hope Disney doesn't give them exclusive rights again when it's time to, you know, when the contract is up. I hope they license them out to EA, but I hope it's not exclusive, you know?
Yeah.
Just because, you know, that if it wasn't exclusive, then maybe we'd get more Star Wars games than 3 in 7 years. You know, 2.5, really. That's the craziest thing to me is that we've only gotten like at least two different style games, you know, in 7 years. There's been more mobile games, Star Wars wise, than.
Yeah.
Mm. The Amazon Prime Video's Hunters cheer mode gives 20% more bonus bits when you cheer 5 or more. Okay. I guess that's just like Subway when they had that Subway promotion go on. That show looks interesting. I think
I'm
that's
sorry,
the
what
one
what
where they
show?
chase like hunters. That's the one Amazon
Hunters.
show where I think where they chase like Nazis or they kill Nazis and
Hmm.
I think it's got Al Pacino in it. Let's say.
Hunters. Star Wars show events. Hunters follows a ragtag team of Nazi hunters in 1977 New York City who discover that hundreds of escaped Nazis are living in America. And so they do what any badass vigilante squad would do. They set out to set up on a bloody quest for revenge and justice, but they soon discover that the far-reaching conspiracy and must race against time to thwart the Nazi new genocidal plan. Al Pacino, Logan Lerman, and Jerrica Hitton.
And it was Jordan Peele was an executive producer. His name's been on it like crazy.
He's been like writing a fuck ton, hasn't he? Just like he's involved in everything now.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because like in the current or in the season 3 of Food Wars, there's a character who's like basically a food Nazi. Like it's really funny. They make him really creepy and like it's like, oh my god, this dude is a Nazi, but like with food, like legit. It's hilarious. Hmm.
I keep trying to watch October Faction on Netflix.
Wait, what now?
I keep trying to watch October Faction on Netflix.
Well, I don't even know if I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like Buffy mixed with like MIB. But I keep getting bored.
Oh,
I don't know if that's me or the show. If it's a me thing or the show is not it. Well, for one, it's not holding my attention, but I don't know if.
Oh, what's that one show? So it's like a teenager focused type show.
I mean, there are teenagers in it. It's kind of it's a family. The parents are monster hunters, I guess, and it's kind of like an MIB kind of situation. Like they send them around the world, and they're like oh, I'm gonna put my fingerprint on this desk, and the desk flips over, and like these are all the control panels and shit on the secret desk. But like the kids, like they have like no idea about it.
Gotcha.
They're kind of protected by the parents, and like it's got oh I know her from Bones. She was like the boss at like the
Oh,
Smithsonian.
yeah. I know who you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, she plays the mom.
Okay. Is that a Netflix original?
It is.
I'm weary with Netflix originals now.
Really?
Yeah, because there's because they're like can't, they come out
They
with
don't
some, and
they
then
don't go past three seasons.
yeah, and some that are really good don't even get a second season. Like Daybreak, that was such a good show. I enjoyed that so much. And they left it open for like they definitely left it open for more the way that show ended. And it makes me mad cuz yeah, there's not going to be more.
Yeah, like Hunter, like that, like that would definitely left like some questions. Like, I you were showing this one guy a lot, but you never had him interact with your main cast ever, and then it was just left,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then was
it's like then there's not going to be a third season.
and some shows that don't need more than one season get more than one season. Like there's a show called The End of the Fucking World.
Right.
First, it was a weird ass show, but like it it didn't need more. It ended, and it's like okay, great. And then it's like, oh, there's a second how? And then second season was just kind of not good.
If it's a good show, Netflix won't renew it. If it's a bad show, they will.
Weirdly enough, I also saw like was it Lucifer? This upcoming season supposed to be the last, but like there's rumors now that Netflix wants more, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like, yeah, sure, I like the show, and I always would want more, but like they're preparing this show for it to be the last season, so that's gonna be kind of interesting. Like, what like if they do more, like that's a good show. I think you might like Lucifer.
I've seen the first two seasons.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think you ever told me that.
we talked about it.
Did we? Okay. Yeah,
I watched it.
it's
I
good.
watched it when it aired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gotten good. It's gotten good. Like, it's gotten even better. Like what season? I think what was season 3 about? There's 4 seasons, I think. Season 3, I think, involved Lucifer's mother, I want to say.
that's where I ended. Was when Lucifer's mother came in. Like that
Okay,
was kind of
yeah.
where I stopped watching.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good series. Or good season. Yeah.
Babies from nature to nurture. This docu-series
Yeah.
explores the groundbreaking science that reveals how infants discover life during their very first year.
I'm good. I saw Chef has a volume 3 out, and I'm like,
Volume three,
when did
yep,
volume 2
that's
when I'm like, when did volume 2 come out? Like, I love the first one. For the first like season or volume of that whatever was good. Like John Favreau is just enjoyable to watch. He really is. That and it's cooking. I love cooking stuff. Since I don't have cable anymore, I can't don't watch. I don't, you know, don't have Food Network, so I was like looking through random like stuff, like I think Google Play or whatever, and I was like looking through, and I was like, oh my god, they're on like season 20 of Guys Grocery Games. like Guy Fieri's Grocery Games. What the fuck? It was something ridiculous like that, and I'm like, I remember when that show started. Like, I never watched it because it didn't interest me. But oh my god, how have they had 20 seasons of something that awful?
Check out the trailer for that show.
What the heck is this? Trailer. Oh, I have heard about this. Yeah.
I have not. It looks really. Oh, it's got um. Oh, it just showed Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
did hear about this. Yeah, I also gotta watch Lock and Key.
yeah, you do. That was good. So it's probably not gonna get a second season.
Oh, have they not said it? Have they not said anything yet?
Not yet.
That's disappointing. I heard that Dracula show is kind of cool too. Have you heard about that?
I started watching it.
Yeah, I heard that was actually interesting. That's a like BBC style where it's like short seasons, right?
Let's see.
Three
Three.
episodes for the first season. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I started watching it.
I started watching The Magicians and then stopped.
That was my guilty pleasure for a long time. Like I watched it, I was like, I know this is bad, but I can't stop watching it.
Like it could totally be that could totally be me, yeah, but I don't
It's
know, like
it's Harry Potter
luckily
meets Narnia. That's what that show was.
yeah, luckily for me I started watching anime, so that stopped me from watching that.
It's bad, but I couldn't stop watching. I was like,
There's a lot of shows like that, yeah, that I could see myself watching and being like, "Oh, this is bad, but I'm going to keep watching this." Cuz it's so easy to just click the next button. Next episode.
or or not, and just let it sit there and
Alrighty, I'm gonna jump off. I gotta grab something to eat.
okay.
I will talk to you later.
See ya. Oh wait, what? Did I not hit the button? Stop!